Why do so many married women secretly crave adventures outside their relationships? Is it boredom, loneliness, or is there something deeper going on, something ancient, something the Stoics warned us about centuries ago? Today we're diving into a question that might make some people uncomfortable, but it's one we need to talk about. Because this isn't just about marriage, it's about human nature, about the choices we make, and the happiness we chase. But let's get one thing clear right off the bat. This video isn't here to judge anyone. We're not pointing fingers. We're not saying who's right or wrong. We're here to understand. Because when someone makes a choice, we don't get like stepping outside a marriage. Our action is often judgment. But Stoicism, it teaches us to pause to ask, what's really happening here? And more importantly, what can I learn from this? So let's take a deep breath and look at this through a Stoic lens. We'll explore human desire, happiness, and the truth about why sometimes, even when life looks perfect, something still feels missing. Ready? Let's get into it. 1. So, why does this happen? Why do some married women, or men for that matter, go looking for adventure outside their relationship? On the surface, it's easy to say they're selfish, or they're bored, or they just don't love their partner anymore. But the Stoics would say, slow down, look deeper, because human behavior is rarely that simple. When someone cheats or seeks something outside the relationship, it's often not just about or excitement. It's about something deeper: connection, freedom, being seen, being wanted. It's not a new problem. The Stoics saw it thousands of years ago. They understood we're emotional creatures, always wanting, always reaching, always searching. So, what's really going on? 2. Expectations versus reality. Let's start with marriage itself. Most of us walk into marriage thinking it's going to be the fairy tale romance, adventure, deep connection all the time. But the truth, marriage is work. It's messy, it's beautiful, it's full of small sacrifices and long conversations that don't always end in fireworks. Eventually, the spark fades, routine sets in, life gets loud, and love gets quiet. For some people, that silence feels suffocating. But here's where Stoicism shows up again. The Stoics believed happiness doesn't come from other people, not even your spouse, not from relationships, money, or external success. True happiness, it comes from within, from learning to manage your thoughts, your emotions, and how you respond to the world around you. So then, if happiness lives inside us, why do we keep chasing it outside? 3. Desire, the never-ending hunger. Here's the Stoic truth. Most of our problems come from wanting what we don't have. When we're unhappy in a relationship, we often focus on what's missing. We want more affection, more excitement, more something. The Stoics called this kind of craving epithumia, a destructive desire, the kind that's never satisfied. Picture this: a woman feels stuck in her marriage, so she looks for something thrilling, an affair maybe, or just flirting online. For a moment it lights her up, but it never lasts, because the emptiness she's trying to fill, it's not out there. The Stoics would say, stop chasing more, start appreciating what's already in front of you. 4. The power of gratitude, negative visualization. One powerful Stoic practice is called negative visualization. It sounds dark, but it's actually freeing. Here's how it works. Imagine losing what you have. Let's say you're frustrated with your partner. You feel distant now. Close your eyes. Imagine waking up and they're gone for good. What would you miss? What little things would suddenly feel big? Seneca, one of the wealthiest Stoics, did this daily. He imagined losing his wealth, his home, even his family. Not to be morbid, but to stay grateful. So if your relationship feels dull, try this. Not to guilt yourself, but to wake yourself up. You might realize you already have something worth fighting for. 5. External validation, the invisible hunger. Let's be honest, we all want to feel seen, desired, valued. And when that goes missing in a relationship, it's tempting to look elsewhere for it. The problem? External validation is like sugar. Feels good at first, but it never truly fills you up. The Stoics believed that real self-worth comes from within, not from compliments or likes or someone texting you back. Imagine this: a woman feels invisible in her marriage. No compliments, no spark. So she starts looking for attention somewhere else. And for a while it works. She feels alive again, but then it fades because the ache inside isn't about others. It's about her. And until she validates herself, nothing else will feel enough. 6. Self-discipline, the power to choose. Here's one of Stoicism's biggest teachings. You can't control everything, but you can control how you respond. Let's go back to that same woman. She meets someone new. They make her feel alive. She has a choice. Does she follow that feeling? Or does she pause and ask, is this what I truly want? Or am I just trying to escape something? Self-discipline doesn't mean shutting down emotions. It means feeling the temptation and still choosing based on your values. That's real power. And the Stoics believed that kind of power. It leads to freedom. 7. Society and the pressure to have more. Here's the truth. Modern life doesn't make this easy. We're surrounded by messages telling us your relationship should always be romantic, always be exciting, always be perfect. But life isn't a highlight reel. Social media lies. The Stoics called these illusions fantasia, false impressions. They warned, don't believe everything you see. Marcus Aurelius, the Stoic emperor, wrote every night about his day, about what really mattered to him. He didn't let the world define him. He looked within. You can do the same. 8. Amor fati, love your fate. And finally, one of the deepest Stoic ideas, amor fati. It means love your fate, not just accept it, love it. Even the hard parts. Let's say a woman feels trapped in her marriage. She's tempted to run, but instead she decides to stay and pour love back into her life. She doesn't pretend everything's perfect. She simply chooses to own her story. That's not weakness, that's strength. Like Zeno, who lost everything in a shipwreck and said, "This was the best thing that ever happened to me." That loss led him to philosophy and to his real purpose. Maybe your struggle is leading you to your real truth too. So here's the real takeaway. No one else can make you happy if you're not already at peace inside. The Stoics knew this. They knew happiness isn't something you chase. It's something you build, moment by moment, within yourself. So if you're feeling unfulfilled, if you're tempted to look elsewhere, stop. Ask yourself, what am I really looking for? Excitement, freedom, validation. And then ask, can I give that to myself? Because once you stop waiting for someone else to complete you, that's when you finally feel free. If this made you pause, made you think, leave a comment. Share it with someone who needs to hear it. And remember, this journey of understanding ourselves, it's just getting started.